Hey, Munchie Mafia, good afternoon / evening or whatever time zone you're in. We are outside and we've got our old cameras. I hope they're clear. We had to juggle them around a little bit and clean the lenses up and recalibrate the lenses and stuff like that. We've got 3 cameras out here tonight. We've got this one, which is the chair cam. And we are going to be cooking a Texas red chili. And we're going to be talking about the history behind Texas red chili. Behind me is Nymphadora, which is the Harley. I didn't uncover her because the cover is pretty much obliterated. So anyway, just waiting on the chimney, and it's just going to take a few more minutes so we can hang out for a little bit and wait for everybody. We got 9 people in the chat. Thank you so much for coming out. A little blurry. This one's a little blurry. Yeah, it is a little blurry. Let me see if I can fix it.
There you go.
Right there?
There you go.
All right. This camera's got more. These cameras have a lot more low-tech features than the old cameras do. Feeling a little bloated and a little too freaking hot. It's a little too hot here in Washington State. So anyhow, we've got Simply Debbie Sue, Double Dogs Keeper Jamie, Pest Hunter Outdoors, who is the one who had challenged me to this cook. We also have YouTube Police 29, and Da Moose is also here. Yes, I Can Barbecue is in and out. He's cooking dinner, which is right about the time that he would be cooking dinner. And Whistle Stop Homestead, who I have challenged to this chili cook-off. And Trolling Double Dog since 2023 Junior is also here. And welcome. So anyway, this is the driveway. We can't do this off the back of the house because it's a little dry over there on that side. Whoops, there goes an empty box. A little breezy too. And there's a lot of sun back there now that some of our trees have disappeared. They got washed downstream. So we're in my driveway. This is probably the safest place to do this, so we don't catch any grass on fire or any of the remaining trees that's in the back of the house. So anyway, let's get to it.
There's a banana in the cauldron. There's a banana in the cauldron. I want to say that it was Katie who put banana bomb in the cauldron. Oh, Katie, what have you done? Gather round, my friends.
Gather round the campfire.
Gather closer, my friend.
I want to tell you a story.
Oh,
Oh,
are you
ready?
well? It was a dark and stormy night. The rain fell upon an old tin roof, making a rat-a-tat-tat heartbeat that echoed down the lonely corridor. The wind whipped down the desolate street, creating creaky, sharp scratches of thorny rose bushes against the window pane. At the end of the road there lies a dark secret, deep within the shadows of Mount Rainier. There is a spooky, historic farmhouse always that one person that asks, what is up with all the bananas? This is so weird. Keep the cliffhanger.
You crazy mofo!
That's in chapter 2.
The spirits are getting restless.
As the lightning streaks against the foreboding clouds, with barely a glimmer of the summer solstice moon, alight with its airy crimson and gold, a kitchen which weaves a little magic upon a cast iron pot upon her stove.
With the stirring stir of her mystical wood exposed.
She whispers her spell upon her bubbling brew. This potion tastes like bananas fostered. Why, oh, why, oh, why?
KT, why banana bob is tasty.
Kiala. The ghosts of the kitchen come out to play,
As the smells of war fill the tiny old kitchen.
while the flicker of the candle casts a billion dancing light that does a tango. That's not a flicker.
That's a twerking banana
And why is it?
mocking me.
The wheel goes round and round, stopping at one ingredient at a time.
Some are winners, some are losers.
Who the fork suggested Twizzlers?
Oh,
This banana is possessed.
what kind of voodoo is this?
You're going to hell
For that one, a dash of love here, a tiny pinch of passion there, a little bubble bubble, a splash of toilet trouble.
Me tiger's pants disappear. Hashtag
Bang tiger on the double.
All right. So this is camera number 2, and this is our table. And what we're going to do is take a look and see who else has come in. We've got Simply Jam Homestead. We've got Ralph of Webb's Web, and it looks like M. Buglet, and Sailing Cook George is also here. So is Judy Mae Collins. Tiffany Have Fun in Nature is also here as well, and Devil Dog. There's Devil Dog. And anyway, welcome and thank you all for coming. We got 27 people in this live chat. Not sure how this camera is looking, but I guess we're just going to have to figure this one out. So a while back, Eddie bought me some barbecue gloves, and I get to finally use them. They've been sitting in my kitchen, and now I got some really awesome gloves. But let's talk about, hey, frostbite. So when it comes to Texas red chili, what it is it's meat and a whole lot of peppers and not a hell of a lot, and also some dry seasonings, what's known as a chili dump. In Texas chili, there's two things that don't really belong, but some people say, oh, you got to have a little bit of tomato paste. Some people say it's perfectly all right to put tomatoes in there, but for a competition chili, you do not put tomato of any kind. You also don't put any fresh vegetables of any kind. It's all done as dry spices. So we're going to start off with our Texas red, and I'm going to doctor it up a little bit as we go along. So what we have is chili California, pasilla, Mexican oregano, which is very different from regular Mediterranean oregano, believe it or not. I also have some anchos, got a couple of those, a Mexican cinnamon stick, bay leaves. This one is smoked paprika, chili powder, that. This one's New Mexico. This one here is cumin, and we've got some chicken powder, a little bit of ancho, and coriander. Cumin, coriander. A little bit of coriander goes a long way, but you definitely need cumin. Now, we have two different kinds of meat that's going into this. And first we need to get this all started. So let's go over to camera number 3, which is the pit cam. This is my pit. Our chimney is going, and it's going nice and strong. We're going to drop that down in there. And we're going to offset this by dumping the charcoals around. I might need some more than that, but anyhow, let's just start with that for right now. So just kind of move these around, poke them around a little bit here and there and here and there and here and there. There we go. And then we've got a 12-quart cast iron chili pot. Now there's no way to preheat this and get it out and about. I'm going to take this hat off. I thought it was going to be a lot sunnier than it is. So Timmy was right. The sun was going to come down quite a bit. So no, Texas red chili does not have beans in it. Now, besides all this, we also have smoked garlic and salsa Valentina, because I like it. It's a little bit more mild. I did bring out some can of crushed tomato to doctor it up later, but I'm going to show you the basis of a Texas red chili. So we're going to start off with some Jimmy Dean regular sausage, because we really want a lot of fat. What we have here is poblano, jalapeno. We need a little bit of sweetness, which we're also going to get from the cinnamon, and this is going to be the red bell pepper, and I also have some onion and salt. Okay, we're all good. So let's just plunk this down in there and get this party started. You hear a little bit of sizzles going on. And I only put the Jimmy Dean sausage in there so that we have a slight difference of texture, because I use finely diced chuck roast in mine, which we will add in just a moment. All right, we're gonna move this around with the magical stirry stir paddle. I hope everybody's doing well. Is the view okay? Let me see. Let me go over to the live and see where we're at. Does that seem pretty clear? Seems it is upside down. How the hell are we going to do this? I'm going to fix it when you sit down. Okay. Sorry, it's upside down. Didn't realize it. Okay. So this spit also acts as a grill. It's got a grill that fits in there, and it also has a little hanger for a kettle, but it's also a fire pit, and it also has a little warming rack. I got this for just a little over $100. I've been meaning to get a new charcoal system of some sort, and I just decided, okay, so let's do it this year, because I've always had a really nice grill. I don't like cooking with propane, but the only one that I have right now on the back porch is a propane grill. But I always had a really nice charcoal wood fire sort of barbecue. Sorry about all the background noise. I don't know if you can hear that. Our neighbor is also working on something. All right, so now we got this doing its thing. And here's our fine dice of meat right here. I let it sit out at room temperature just to knock the chill off. And I trim up the silver skin, but I leave much of the fat on there except for the real gristly stuff because I really like the fat. I don't drain the fat out of my chili, by the way. Just don't like doing it. Now we're just going to give this a stirry stir. Let this get all nice and happy. It's going to have to come back up to temp. Anytime you drop something cold into something hot, the hot cools down a little bit, so it needs a little time to catch up. So, I wonder if I could flip that camera upside down myself. No? Okay. All right. So when it comes to all of our spices, our peppers and stuff like that, these are 2-ounce ramekin cups that I've got. This one's a chili powder. We're going to actually start to sprinkle that in because we want to get some toasting on this. This is smoked paprika and regular paprika because I ran out. This is the New Mexico. This one is the ancho, or maybe that's the other way around. We don't want to add the cumin and coriander just yet. We are going to throw these pods in there and the cinnamon stick. And we're just going to stand around and just, talk nice to it, talk dirty to it, get it all excited. And of course, we're going to want some salt too. Hi, Arlene, and hello, Butler Family Farm, and hello there, Lucy Warren. Todd is also here. Welcome. 24 people in chat. Don't forget to hit the like. If you like this kind of outdoor content, consider becoming a member. Memberships help to fund all these cool little adventures. So the question is, can a girl from Seattle cook a real chili? That's the question. All right. Let's let that get fat and sassy for a little bit and move back over to the chair for a few. Give a chit chat to everybody. Whoa! Oh, son of a bitch! I don't like this chair. Huh? Yeah, I know. Shut up. I didn't ask you, Tim. Anyway. So this is going to take a little bit of time, and I don't know why am I so far behind? Anyway, let's see here. Here we go. Threw my tablet on the ground. Now it's all wet. Got 7-Up on it. Whoops. Live chat. What? Am I frozen? How did I get upside down? Am I upside down on this one too? Shut up and talk? All right. Why don't you shut up over there, Mr. I'm going to go sit on the porch in the nice shade. Anyway. No, I am upside down. I am upside down. This is funny. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. It's been a while since we've used these cameras. He fixed it? Okay. I'm far behind. I think, oh, there we go. Okay, so it is a nice toasty 84 degrees here in Western Washington, and I dumped 3/4 of my soda out all over the asphalt over here, which means I'm probably gonna have to go over and get another one here and shortly. That sucked. Anyway, maybe that's what's wrong with the other camera. It's not really upside down. It just, no, actually it is literally upside down. I could see the serial number tape. We're just letting that get happy for a few moments. There's no sense standing around over a hot coals. Take care, George. Thank you for coming in. Yes. Oh boy. Did somebody just somebody triggered the Easter egg. Love you, Ed. Bingo? I don't have a bingo card yet. Oh my goodness gracious. So anyway. It poured out when I was upside down. I just don't understand. I found a flamingo at my doctor's office. Oh my God, here we go again. Why did I put the dried peppers in wholes? Because I just want the essence of it. In a little bit, we're going to dump some of the bay leaves. And so that's why I dump them in wholes, so that they can just get happy in there and just do their thing. And I usually just dig them out afterwards. So I think I'll upload the video. So yeah, they found the Easter egg. It's already been triggered twice. Ed's probably about ready to call me and say, WTF, man, take that off. Disable it. We can't. Am I sure of what? We're not going too horribly hot because I can't eat spicy, and Timmy definitely can't eat spicy. Now I can doctor it up later if it's a little too spicy. It's not that big of a deal. I did bring some masa out here, so if I have to add more beef broth, I can just run in the house and go grab a container of beef, more beef broth to thin it down, and then we could just reduce it a little bit further and add some masa in there to thicken it. I don't like to add cornstarch slurry to it. That's gross. It's just disgusting. I don't like it. Can't make me do it. But also the other thing that we could do is we could just throw the tomato in there. All the tomato product that I brought out, we could throw that in there because the acid will help to cut down on that. One of the other things with my own personal chili that's not a Texas red is what I like to do is I like to throw some Mexican chocolate in mine, just to add more, to really accentuate the flavor of the beef, for one, and number two, to add a little bit of sweetness to it, so I don't have to rely so much on you know, something that's sweet like sugar or tomatoes. Oh God, my allergies are just killing me. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. You know, it is a beautiful day out. I see some clouds up there. That one kind of looks like a lobster. That one looks like a monkey. Hey, Simple Happy Life, welcome. Oh, here goes my dogs. It's probably my neighbor. I smell some happiness happening over there, so let's go and check out the happiness. Oh yeah, we got some happy going on. It really smells delightful. So let's go take a look at this. That's really starting to soften. All right. It's probably just some neighbor kids running around. My dogs are just being little snots. Get off my lawn. Come here. Get off my lawn. All right. Stirry stir. Oh, I forgot to add some. So I got these things. Let's go back over to the front camera, Timmy, for uno momento. Por favor. Timmy, this camera.
I'm there.
Are we? Oh, okay. So I got these off of Al Lunacy's channel. He was I wanted to give away, and it's Smoke'ems, and it's a little packet, and you just throw it. I might have to like rethink this because I forgot to slip it underneath there. I haven't tried these before. Huh? All right. All right, Tim. Fine, I'll put it away. I guess we're gonna save it for when I come out and barbecue. If this live stream gets 40 likes by the time that we're all done for the night, we'll do a 4th of July barbecue. How does that sound? But anyway, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some smoke wood. Go get a little handful of hickory, because my smoker is up on the porch. All right. Hardwood chips. I try to stay out of the sunlight as much as humanly possible. Watch out, puppy. Squeak. Just stepped on our toy. All right. Throw some wood. A little bit over there. There we go. All right. So this is getting fat and sassy and happy. Now, like I said, you don't usually put fresh stuff in there. But we need to get some color on that, so we're actually going to dump it in there. I'm not going to dump all of it. So, onions. We want the poblano. Not sure about all the jalapeno, but do a little bit. And we'll gauge it. Now, some bay leaves, like maybe 3. Oh, I forgot to add the California in there. All right, so but we're not doing a competition, so competition chili, so it's okay, I guess. But normally you would not put fresh stuff in there. So we got that. Pasillas. Valentina hot sauce. Whoops. That slipped out of my hands. I'm going to bolster that onion flavor So I prefer granulated garlic or granulated onion, but it's a little hard to find around here. Every time I go to the store, I look for it, and I think I'm just gonna have to order some. All right, stirry stir in the mystical outdoor cauldron. And always speak with positive intentions over your food. That way it knows it's loved, so it will love you back. You're so sexy. You're so right sexy. Look at you. You're going to be beautiful. You're no ugly duckling. All right. Alrighty. So there we have that. Now that we're not upside down anymore, that was pretty funny. Hey, Ace, howdy. Welcome. I generally make chili when I have to feed a lot of people. Yes, same here. But also at the same time, I'm a bit of a creature of habit, and I like to eat the same thing. That's a little bit of chicken powder. This is going to be the cumin. This is about a tablespoon of coriander. Once when you get that cumin toasted a little bit, it has a whole other depth of flavor that you just can't resist. All right. Not a lot of fat. Well, it's okay. All righty, Roo. We have that. All right, we're just gonna let that cover and let it get happy for a bit. Go back over to the chair of doom. I think once when I figure out how to sit in this chair properly, maybe it'll be all right. One of the nice things is it tilts back. Apparently it's a zero gravity chair. Let's see here. How do you work this damn thing? I don't know. I won't dick around with it for a while. I'll play with it tomorrow. Or maybe not. Hey, Stephen and Jacqueline, welcome. Thank you for coming. So does anybody have any questions or want to know what's up and coming? I know we're doing pasties on Sunday, and then we're doing the Mitchell family secret recipe for cheese bread. Timmy's kind of pissed off at his sister, so he's decided, you know what, F it. I'm gonna release the recipe. So he handed me the recipe. So that's what we're doing on Monday. It's his family's recipe. We have a whole bunch of other stuff going on throughout the month too. Ending with, of course, the super cursed on birthday starting on the 31st of July, and that's going to be pretty much just about off and on throughout the whole weekend. I'm not going to do a bona fide 24-hour live. I don't think I would survive that. So we're going to just do our best. Hello, Nora, and hello, P Digits, and welcome. Work the chair. Yeah, I love this chair. It is quite a comfortable chair, actually. I kind of wish I got my my new tablet stand though, but it's still early yet. It might show up in the next hour, or it won't show up until tomorrow. Who knows? So, Gary with a towel. You're working in a chair at the moment. You're probably, what, are you at work right now, Gary? So are we having chili, or are we having chili and beans? Asking for a friend. We are having chili, which has no beans. But, you know, if you have a preference to beans and lots of tomato in your chili, you know, just use this as a baseline recipe. doctor it up however way you frickin' want, because it is going to be, when you cook it, it's going to be your food after all. So all the chili powders is about, except for the two in the packets, was 2 ounces. The two in the packets, the Guajillo and the California, are about 1 tablespoon, as well as the so everything is pretty much just about 2 ounces, just in case. And I just use the little stainless steel shot glasses. Meat sauce, not hot. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, you can put anything you want in it. You can also serve it over the top of anything that you want. There used to be a restaurant in the University District in Seattle back in the late 80s, early 90s. It was called Tarantula Jack's, and it was a chili restaurant. You walk in, it's kind of like if you look at their model back then, it was almost like Chipotle. But they had like several different types of chilies. It's like you had the chili verde, you had the Texas red, then you had a vegetarian one, and you had a chicken chili, and they had like 8 or 9 different chilies to choose from. And they were all made from scratch. But then you chose if you wanted it served over the top of rancho beans or black beans or rice or noodles or noodles and beans or rice and beans. You got to choose that. And then they also had like cornbread as well. It came with cornbread. So one of my favorite ways for chili is to spoon it over rice. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll make a chili rice casserole. And that's basically rice and chili, the chili mixed together, put a little bit of more tomato in it so it mixes together quite nicely. And then you top it with cornbread, crushed cornbread on the top, and a whole bunch of cheese. And then when you pull it out of the oven, you just top it with some onions and jalapenos, and you can even crush up some Fritos or something like that, kind of like a Frito pie. Yeah, Jason, or a good sourdough bread bowl. I love bread bowls. To me, it is a pot of sloppy Joe without beans. Well, Demoose, you're kind of half right, except for sloppy Joes, which is one of our retro blue plate specials coming up in July, is how to make sloppy Joes. That might be done outdoors. Who knows? I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. But I know that we're going to be doing an Asian shrimp dish out here. It's going to be an outdoor cook, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to show you how to cook steamed rice over an open fire. How does that sound? 29 people in chat. And we got 32 likes so far. We're getting pretty close. We just might have to do a barbecue after all on the 4th of July. But Sloppy Joe's is more like, it's more or less like a traditional meatloaf glaze mixed in with ground meat and onions and bell peppers usually. And some people use the manwich stuff, or they use the manwich packet where they add tomato paste and ketchup to it or whatever. I think that's what it is. Or maybe it's just tomato paste. I don't know. And then you just let it get happy. Some people do barbecue sauce or or they'll get the manwich packet, the dry seasoning packet, and put it with barbecue sauce. Who's right? It's your food after all, right? You cook it however way you want it, however way your family likes it. I personally like to use those little Smokies weenies, and slice them up and throw them in with my sloppy joes. That's how I like it. Also, those Oscar Mayer cheesy hot dogs are also really good. Yes, sloppy joes are tomato based, usually with ketchup or a ketchup base or tomato paste and ketchup. Sometimes it just depends on what part of the country you're from, because it is one of those Depression era struggle meals. I'm really smelling some goodness going on over here. Let's go take a gander at it, see how we're doing. Let's see here. It's gonna be really heavy, so whoa, hello. Drop it right there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's smelling delightful. I wish you guys could smell this. This is, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Got a little bit of magic happening right there. That's magic. Look at that. Can't stir with that hand. Stick that hand in the pocket so I don't use it. Okay. And the ancho is softening up quite a bit. So what we're looking for is to see where our meat is. We want it to be soft and tender. But look at all those seasonings. Isn't that gorgeous? That was just a piece of fat. Not that there's anything wrong with the fat, but I can't tell if the meat's tough. Oh my God. More salt. And this is just kosher, of course. All right, so we're gonna add some beef broth to it. I get happy. Now I want those red bell peppers in there. That's like 2 red bell peppers. Close that up so the wind doesn't catch it. All right. Oh yeah, we got some nice bubbling action going on right here. You can also add a cup or a bottle of beer to it if you want. A little bit of bourbon wouldn't hurt either. Now, I am going to add some tomato paste. This is like 1/3 of a tube that was left. I keep it in my freezer. When I don't need it, when I got what I need out of it, and it does need a little smidgen of that, okay? I threw the bay leaves in there. We're gonna need some Mexican oregano. Squishy squish. This is gonna add a whole other level of yum to it, okay? Apparently I don't know how to get that to go into the, there we go, okay. All right. So there we have that. That is just going to be so delightful. All right. Need some gloves. Because I don't like handling smoked garlic barehanded. Just don't like it. Don't like it. The round one is more stable. Hey, Al. Yes. Got my little budget-friendly spit here that I paid $103 after tax. Got a 12-quart cast iron Dutch oven. And got some lump charcoal in there. I wasn't sure how much garlic I was going to put in here, so I just brought out a whole bulb and a partial. So this is my smoked garlic. Whenever I'm doing a smoke, what I do is I'll save a rack for like 3 to 5 pounds of garlic, and I'll do all of it all at once and just leave them whole so that I can just put them in the freezer. I hear, yeah. My tablet stand arrived. Wasn't willing to pay $60 for it. Waited till Prime Day. All right. So I just keep them in the freezer and pull out however much I want or however little I want. And I prefer to handle them when they're still frozen because they don't disintegrate on me nearly as badly as this is, but that's okay. And I just leave them whole bulb. They get nice and smoked. Turtle Tracks ice cream. That sounds good. I do want some ice cream. All right. Just a couple more. I hope you're all enjoying this. I don't get a chance to cook outside. Not like y'all do. Because, you know, for the most part, our weather sucks. Most of the time. It's very unpredictable. Alright, I think that's going to be enough. Stuff is so sticky, but it's so good. Okay, so it's about 6 cloves of smoked garlic, and we're just going to let that just do its thing. Alright. And that right there, I think I'm going to need that other thing of broth. A little on the stiff side, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. We're going to cap it for a little bit and go pop back over to the chair. Let it get happy for a little while longer. Hey, David Bennett. Say hello to Pam for me. I hope you both are doing well. Thank you for coming. All right. There we go. So this is a 12-quart. It's a little bit overkill, but it's okay. Hey, kitty. Why am I taking that with me? I got my tablet over there. So, trying to figure out how to get into this chair and be more ladylike, but I've pretty much resigned myself to I'm going to be spastic getting in and out of this chair for the rest of my life. So, anyway, maybe what I should have done is gotten myself a nice like an outdoor armchair with a chaise lounge, I think, or a chaise footstool thing or something instead. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Shade Tree, we are outside, and behind me is Nymphadora back here. She is root beer brown. She's got a Vance and Hines exhaust system on her. She doesn't have a stage 2 as much as I would like to have a stage 2 on her. She is a 2013. We are making Texas red chili, and we got that. Hi, what you doing? Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Do you want it back?
You want your stand?
Well, yes, I would like my stand. Here. Sorry, I didn't mean to take it. Anyway. So, here we go. Yeah, I would, now that I've got this little budget friendly spit, because I'm not working right now, still out on L&I. I don't know when I'm going to be going back to work, or if I'm ever going to be able to go back to work. I don't know. Just waiting it out until surgery. So I've got pretty much all summer to deck around and do whatever I can. And if I get 40 likes on this live stream, we'll do a 4th of July cook, and we'll do an all-nighter. What? What? Well, when I say all-nighter, it doesn't mean a 24-hour live, Timmy. It just means, a longer live. It's not like you're going to be suffering any. You'll be able to sit there and eat your dinner on the porch. Anyway, so yeah, I love cooking outdoors. We couldn't do this in the backyard because the grass is dry and there's just too much sun. I mean, there's still a lot of sun out there, and it's 5 o'clock in the evening here. Yeah, it's working great. It doubles up as a grill or a fire pit, and it's got this little hook thing where I could put one of those, kettles on it and hang it off the hook above a fire, and it does its purpose. Because the only grill that I've got is the propane, and it's sitting out on the back deck. Got a hornet's nest in it right now. I'm staring at 2 dead smokers over here behind this camera. I'm going to gut my MES 30 and get it all cleaned up and everything. Pull out all the hardware, and I'm going to put it up on the porch with my e-stoke. And I'm going to use that as my cold smoke box, and go get some dryer vent tubing and hook it up to the cold smoke unit that I've got for the MES 30, and that way it's not going to be too harsh of a flavor on a cold smoke, and just use the old cabinet for cold smoking only, since the control module is dead and I can't find another part for it, and the other one's the 20, and the element is burnt out and they don't make them in that size anymore. And one of the things I don't like about Masterbuilts is when one of the components dies in it, what happens is that you go to order it, you find out, just in the height of spring or summer, when the weather starts to get nicer and you can go out and actually smoke something, you go to turn it on and it's like you get like halfway through or a quarter of the way through a smoke, and then next thing you know it's like the element is dead. And so then you're like stuck all summer long not being able to use your frickin' box because they're back ordered on the parts. And I just got fed up with that. And so when Timmy somehow found the e-stoke, I think on Amazon, or saw an ad for it or something, and decided, hey, let's get that, because what I would really ultimately like to get is not practical for the 2 of us, because there's only 2 of us here, and we don't have a lot of visitors that come over that often, and it's like everybody's kind of used to me not ever being at home ever, and so it's like they don't come over as much as they used to, just because every time I would go and plan a dinner party or something, I would have to cancel it at the last possible second because, surprise, somebody's kid got chicken pox or something like that, or somebody quit or got fired. It's like I can't forget the time when my sous chef Josh, or AKA Fat Kid, who I'm going to have to bring over to do a barbecue one of these days, so he can come and throw down with me. We were working at a wine bar together, and I was busting my ass there, and had like one day off a week, and was there for like 12 hours and a day, and because somebody quit, and I got stuck with it. And next thing I know, it's like finally they found somebody. He seemed like he was pretty good at what he did, but then he started kind of tweaking out a little bit, and then next thing you know it's like Fat Kid is being asked by the owner to escort this guy out the back door, and 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 the guy turns to him and says, well, it's okay, by the way, I like big guys like you. And it freaked Fat Kid out because he's so heterosexual. It's, it's he's a good old country boy, but that kind of freaked him out a little bit. I laughed my ass off over that for about a good solid week or so. That was funny. There's a reason why we call him Fat Kid, and that's his nickname, and he's okay with that, Oh, yay. Are you making me get up?
Yeah, I'm walking over there.
You just want to see me fight with...
Quit talking about shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what upsets people.
yeah. Anyway. I got a stand. I've got a stand. It arrived. So now, just got to figure out how the hell to use this damn thing. Okay, so I turn it this way. So I could just move this over here. Smack myself in the face. And this way, it stays out of the way of everything. I think it'll snap on there. Yeah, there we go. Hey, look at that. Nope. Okay, let's try this again. Who rides the bike? That's our bike. It's our bike. No, wait, what the hell did I just do? It's our bike. Why is this happening to me? Come on. Do not make me take this case off. Oh my God. Oh, you bastard, really? Frickin' A, man. Fine. I'll just frickin' hold you. That sucks. Anyway, I was kind of hoping to be able to just do this, without having to hold a tablet in hand. So anyway, that sucks. Get to peel this apart. It's really funny because I can never get this thing back together properly. It takes me forever and a day to figure this out. So note to self, if you guys are going to get one of these floor standing tablet stands, these hard cases with the rubber bumpers, doesn't fit. It won't hold it. So I wanted to get my tablet off the table in the kitchen. And I figured one of the ways to do that is to get a floor mounted thing. Oh man, this thing is full of crumbs. It looks like Pop-Tarts. Anyway, so let's see here. That's top. Let's see how this goes. Hey, look at that. Yay. Tighten it up. Check that out, man. I don't know what to do with this. Just kind of set it aside. This is awesome. You just sit here and I don't have to worry about losing track of where I'm reading. Go over here and take a look. Why is that set? See, I don't know why YouTube decides that it wants me to stay on top messages it periodically. There's 42 likes. Yay, look at that. So I guess we're doing a live cook on the 4th of July. So what do y'all want to see? Burgers and dogs, some steaks. I really like the idea of steaks. Have you guys ever cooked baked potatoes wrapped in foil and then buried underneath the coals. Have you ever done that before? Anybody? Anybody? Chicken? Okay. You guys like to see my, Hey Gladys. Okay, so I got this all fixed up. So now I won't lose any parts. There we go. I'll just set it aside for the moment. All right, Chinese style chicken fried twice. Interesting. Butter and sweet basil potato sliced. Ooh, that sounds good. Yes, they are a pain in the ass because if you don't get the rubber bumper lined up just so, then you have to unsnap it, and sometimes you end up, busting open your frickin' knuckles because you're, trying to get it to let go. Okay, so let's come over here and take a look at our Dutch oven again. Oh yeah, look at that. Now see, this would be ready to rock and roll as it is. It does need a little bit more liquid added to it. Look at that. Just so you can see the nice red color of it. Check that out. You see that? Or was that too close? There we go. So. Oh, mother hummer, it's hot. Oh my God. This is so good. It's nice and tender. Wow. Oh. My. Hey, Tiffany. So, now that we've got that, well, so is it a winner, guys? Aside from the fact that it needs a little bit more wet, but I am gonna F it all up. Now that you've seen what a Texas red chili looks like, it does need some more broth in it. That was a good time to add tomato to F it all up. So, go. Stirry stir. So this was chosen by Todd. Pest Hunter is the one that challenged me to do an outdoor cook. And there's that cinnamon stick. We're just gonna let it just do its thing for a little while longer. There we go. Let it bring itself back up to temp. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yes, the question was, can Civvy even cook outdoors? Yes, actually, I can. But what I'm really looking forward to is doing the pork chili verde. Now, why am I coming over here with the phone? No reason for me to take the phone. Yeah, that and some cornbread, but I didn't make any cornbread. I guess I could go get one of my small cast iron skillets. Hey, Kevin, Tuber Chat, welcome. So, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, this cast iron pot was actually quite economical. There's also an 8-quart and a 6-quart. I got a 12 because, you know, why not? Yeah, you guys want to see cornbread? Because I can easily pop that kettle off, set it down, and then go get cast iron, water, and so on. Run in the house real quick. You guys want to see cornbread? Type a 1 in the chat if you want to see cornbread. Yes, cornbread is a must. For sure, for sure. 1111111. Hey, Mama O. Welcome. All right, so I guess I'm going to go in the house real quick and go get the stuff for cornbread. Cornbread is not hard, no. But cornbread is definitely something that's necessary. So let me run in real quick. I'll go get that. I'll be right back, okay? Keep an eye on the pot. Make sure that Bigfoot doesn't come along and steal it. Because this shiz is delicious. Be right back. That's where we're having cornbread, Timmy.
Good. That's what I bought it for.
No, you just want me to have to do more stuff. Whoopsie. He always forgets to turn the TV. Now, if we had the 8-port ATEM, we could actually have all these cameras also live at the same time. Let's see here. I need cast iron pan. There we go. Need here. do. 1.5 cups of water. Mixy bowl. The whizzy thing. Let's see here, just so I don't have to drag out more stuff than I need to. I'm gonna give this a spray with some pan spray. Woo! All right. I'm just gonna mix it up in the house and bring it out. That way I don't have to make multiple trips. As soon as I find my scissors. Or I could bring it outside. No, it's just too many trips in the house. Watch out, Rufus. Ow. I just hit my tata. here. All right, okay, let's see. Bring that out. I need that. I'm gonna need some foil because I do not have a lid for that. All right. Alrighty, trying to figure out how to do this. Nearly one-handed. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Maybe Timmy can open the door for me. Timmy, can you open the door for me? Thank you. I'm back. Because everybody probably wants to see that I mixed it out. So. Yeah, it's going to rain tomorrow. It don't matter. All right. Alrighty, okay. I'm back. Put this stuff down in the cart. All right. Set that right there for a moment. Here we go. All right. Marie Callender's cornbread mix. And the pan has been sprayed, or the cast iron's been sprayed. With some pan spray. Just like that. See? Just pour it right on in there. Wow. There we go. All right. Now, we're going to cap it off with some aluminum foil. Just like so. Never did put maple syrup on my cornbread. However, I do like it with strawberry or raspberry preserves. That sounds interesting. I've always done honey, which I've got Honey Bear from Butler Family Farm sitting right on my porch. Alrighty. Always assume that it's going to be hot. Swing that out of the way. Give us some room to pick this up and put it down. All right, let's see how our heat's doing. Heat's doing fine. So now we're going to pick this up, put it right down, like so. And we're going to give it a little bit. All right, so there we have it. Come on over here. Get cozy again. Here we go. There is a house that has barn doors for the garage. Oh, the chili pot, Jason? Molasses is good on cornbread too, but I like honey. Yeah, once when it's, you know, simmered down and it's been able to get a little happy and commingle with the rest of the ingredients and do their little dance in the pot, it's going to be just perfect. I think I might be able to actually take these off now. Let's see here. How do we do this? I just want to tilt. Oh, there's things here. Where's that? Huh? Yeah. Just trying to figure out how to. I think maybe that's what the problem was. Hey, come on. I'll figure it out. Would be helpful if I read the instructions, right? What? Oh. Yes. Jerry, that would be fun. Let's do that. Let's do a cook along outside. Oh, can't do a cook along. Can't or can, Jerry? Oh my God, that breeze feels so nice. Although there's this big gray cloud that's hovering overhead. Wow. Who knows? Maybe it's going to start raining here. Will Civi get flipped out of the chair? I don't know. Oh my gosh, that breeze feels so nice. Let's sit here and dick around with these damn things. Chris and I did indoor versus outdoor cooking challenges on our channel. I need to bring that back, LMAO. Should. I had to leave to finish cooking dinner. Where are we now? We are in front of the Harley. Harley's back here. I'm in my chair. I can't figure this out. It's supposed to be a zero gravity chair. I don't know, maybe I broke it. Hey, Miss Chow D, welcome. Can't stay, but wanted to see what you were doing. I'm sitting out here in my driveway. That's the Harley back there. Her name is Nymphadora. Named after Nymphadora from Harry Potter. And we're cooking chili. We got two. These are the older cameras, so they might not be nearly as clear as the ones that we have already set in the kitchen. Just, I was afraid that, you know, the hot weather might affect those cameras. And these ones I'm willing to sacrifice if these things die out here in the hot. That's my bad, you know. But so far they're holding up pretty well, and we didn't actually have to run a 100-foot Ethernet cable to the router. So 50 likes coming up. Ooh, boy. You guys really want to see me do some barbecuing. So what happened? Did Tim kick you out of the house? No, he wouldn't be able to kick me out of the house because then I would burn the house down. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that, but maybe I would. No, we're out. We're cooking over an open flame. We got some Texas red chili. I just popped that off of the spit. If Timmy can swap cameras to the spit so we can see what's on there right now. I might need to fire up another chimney. I'll check in a little bit. So underneath that foil is a cast iron skillet with some cornbread mix in it. And we're going to cook some cornbread up over an open fire. Not really open fire, but charcoal. There's a bunch of lump charcoal underneath, but I think it might be spent. I'm going to go and take a pokey at it real quick. And then we got another camera. Show Miss Tarot D the other camera, which is pointed kind of in my general direction, but it's mostly, you know, for the table. You've been so proud of us. We actually made tuna casserole. Never had it, let alone made it. It was yummy. Oh, I love tuna casserole. I am proud of you. I hope you took pictures. I made the focaccia tonight, jalapeno and cheddar, and a second one, garlic parmesan. Fantastic. Focaccia is so simple. But you know what? You know what's really cool is that focaccia can actually be cooked on an open flame on a campfire. You just pat it into cast iron and set it and forget about it for a little bit. That really warms my heart seeing that. Thank you so much, Miss Tara D. I've had a rough week, so hearing something like that means a lot to me. It really does. I'm not sure if Gary is still here. He might be asleep, or maybe he had to go and chase an escapee down. I don't know. But I'm gonna go take a pokey at the coals and see if we might need to add a partial. Let's see here. Let's take a pokey at this. See where we're at. See if we got any kind of. No, maybe. We might be all right. Let's see here. I think I might need a partial. Let me see here. I'm gonna load up a partial chimney here real quick. See if I can find this Fogo. I went for something that was a neutral charcoal, but I did not realize how big some of the chunks were going to be. Some of these chunks are just atrocious. All right. Get the hair out of the way. God, it's stuck to my armpit. Good God. All right. Let's see here. Fire lighters. Shouldn't take very long at all. All right. So, for safety reasons, we should always have a decent lighter. I don't know what camera are we on. All right. So this is a grill lighter. What? All right, I'll take it off the driveway. Honestly, don't think it's going to be that hot, but that's okay. If that's what helps you sleep at night, fine. Here we go. Better? All right. It's just a partial chimney. It'll take 10 minutes. What? Do I like what? Is a smoker disassembled? No. That's the spit / fire pit / rotisserie. There's a rotisserie arm on there, but it's a manual. But I'm sure that I could probably rig up a drill or something. So this thing actually comes in handy. It's lightweight, not hard to move. Kind of wish I had casters for it, but that's okay. Maybe I could figure out a way to put wheels on it. But it really isn't all that heavy. It was really kind of funny because when Whistle Stop homestead, Ed saw what I got because I showed him what I got, and he had to have one too, so he bought one. And it was really kind of funny because the he got his before I can even set mine up. And he was setting it up as I was headed home from the doctor's office. And the funny part about it was he was telling me about the piece by piece installation of all the parts that came in the box, and told me that, oh yeah, the instructions are useless and yada 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 yada, right? Yeah, that's good advice there, P Digits. If you burn yourself cooking, remember to cool the burn immediately under cool, not cold, running water for at least 10 to 20 minutes. Yes, very good. Excellent advice. So he's giving me the rundown as I'm driving home from the doctor's office, and it's a long ways from home. So he got it all put together, and all of a sudden it's like I hear, "Son of a bitch," and I'm like, "What?" And it took a lot to get me to not wreck the the car, because I was laughing my ass off so hard that I was snorting, crying, and trying so hard to keep control of my vehicle, because what he said next was so freaking hilarious. And what happened was he built it in his living room, and he's like, "No, I can't get it out the door." I start laughing, right? And sure enough, he had gotten himself stuck in the house with it, so he had to jimmy it around a little bit and to get it to go out the front door, and it was his toolbox was in the way, right? I gotta fix my hair. My rubber band kind of fell out. Hey, Sophie, Mrs. D's Nuts, Sophie, one of our founding channel subscribers. She was one of the top 50 people that helped us get to mobile live stream when we first started out in our humble beginnings with one camera and none of this cool equipment, and hopes and dreams of, having a huge channel, which anybody that's looking at possibly starting their own YouTube channel, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hustle. So, this is Mrs. D's Nuts and Mason Hiffner and David Bennett and Oyster Toad and Tiger and the Onesie Woman and Carolina and who else? I hear sirens. So we live out in the middle of nowhere, and every once in a while we start hearing sirens. I'm not sure if I'm developing cataracts or if I'm seeing a little bit of a haze in the sky. I wonder if there's another wildfire up the hill on the ridge. Yeah, the cooking table, it's a little barbecue cart, and it wasn't a bad deal, but apparently we couldn't get the handle on it because they sent the wrong size screws. Timmy had it put together while I was off at physical therapy yesterday, so I came home to this all put together except for the handle to pull it, but it's got some pretty sturdy wheels. It's got a bottle opener, which, you know, I really have no use for that because I don't drink beer. And no, you not in the middle of nowhere. That would be us. Our highway dead ends right into Mount Rainier. I mean, literally into Mount Rainier. I mean, you can't go anywhere. There's no way out. If the main drag got shut down just at this little bridge just on the outskirts of town, if that little bridge got wiped out, we wouldn't be able to go anywhere. We'd be stuck over here. It's just a different kind of middle of nowhere compared to your middle of nowhere. Whoops, what did I just do? My tablet's all sticky. They in BFE. Yeah, I see. Jan also lives in BFE. Yeah, I don't know if they make ones any taller than this. You could, if you look for, if you do a search for kitchen countertop height, outdoor kitchen or outdoor barbecue cart, or put a tall kitchen cart or a barbecue cart on there, you could probably find one, or even better yet, a mobile outdoor bar, extra tall or something. You could probably find one. It'd probably be a really, really frustrating little venture. Let's go check our coals over here. We're not staying lit. Oops. Give it another fire lighter or two. Yeah, I know that. Timmy, I set it up on, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mr. Backseat Driver. Set it up on the asphalt, remember? I have to be such a dick. All right, let's try that again. Wow, clouds are really rolling in. All right. Yeah, top hikes in the nation right up the hill from us, but the problem is that nobody can get up the hill because the bridge is permanently closed. They've condemned the bridge. Yes, it is a Harley. The Honda is over in my son's garage. Because we don't have a garage. And she's root beer brown. She's an anniversary edition. And it's a ultra classic. I'm afraid if I unzip it that the zipper is going to disintegrate. Yeah, I know. I'm just looking. Yeah, because it's torn here. Saddlebag is... What? Yeah, he's got pictures of it on the post page. But I'm afraid that the zipper is going to break. I gotta get a new cover for it. Anyway. Is it running? Can it be not presently because something happened to the trickle charger. I don't know what happened to it. It's like I think it had a mishap with the landscaper. I think they ran over it with a lawnmower or something. But the battery is dead, which means going and getting another battery. And right now, because Timmy is not very mobile, there's no sense in spending that kind of money on a battery. As he had a little bit of a setback a couple weeks ago after being told that he no longer has to go to wound care. They did some special experimental grafting of some sort where they stuffed the hole with this fibrous material, and it basically, as it heals, it knits over the top of it, and it finally got to the point where it healed, but then something happened and he ended up with two new holes in the bottom of his foot. For those that don't know, he had what's known as varicose carcinoma removed from the bottom of his foot about 3 years ago, and he's been kind of limited in his mobility. I wouldn't say that he's in a wheelchair or anything like that, but he's been, if he has to go any distance, it's like he's got to ride around on one of the little scooters at the store, for example. And when there's no scooters available, he's got a knee scooter, so he has to walk himself around with a knee scooter. And that's been going on for quite a while. And before then, he had a series of amputations and one tib-fib fracture and one ankle fracture, and another type of surgery that I'm not even going to get involved in that one. Not my circus, not my monkey, but it's been one issue after another. It's like we get rid of one health issue and another one crops up, and unfortunately that's part of the things that diabetes causes is you have to be very mindful of your foot health, as well as controlling your blood sugars. Because once when you start having wounds on your feet, it's like there's always the chance that it might not heal, and it might go sideways on you one day, and next thing you know, you're having toes amputated, or an entire foot amputated, or a whole leg amputated, or it ends up going bloodborne. You end up expiring. So pay attention to your blood sugars. If you have diabetes on any side of your family, take it seriously. Don't say, well, I'm still young yet, I don't have to worry so much about that. Worry about it now so you don't have to worry about it later. No, not my monkey, not my circus. Wow. Circulation issues, lost fingertips. Crest syndrome. Never heard of that one. No, Shade Tree, it's not my circus, not my monkey. I'm not going to talk about his other surgery because that's his story to tell. Now the amputations, that's already, all over the internet. So if it's there, it's fair game to talk about. So anyway. Disappointed in Pest Hunter? Why? Why are you disappointed? Trying to find a day that I can do my salmon over fire. Do a shoulder replacement. What? No, I'm not doing a shoulder replacement. Coffee pot is empty. Oh, okay. Eight to 10 sodas per day, trying to get him to stop. My sister did that and took her down way too young. Diabetes is a bitch. Yep, it is. Yes, Emily, but the problem with my shoulder is it's not so much my shoulder, it's a torn bicep tendon and a calcific rock that's in my supraspinatus, which is part of the rotator cuff, but my rotator cuff does not have a tear in it. It's got a rock in it, and then I've got a tear in my bicep. So it would defeat the purpose. They are going to ultimately end up having to do surgery, but it's not for weeks yet. They want me to go through physical therapy again. Hey, Steve. It's High Plains Camper, y'all. High Plains Camper. We're outside, sitting in a chair, feeling very hot and icky. I'm very sticky. It's like my girls are like all gross. So we're just waiting on a second chimney so we could put our cornbread back on the fire. We just did a Texas red chili, which we'll take a look at here shortly. But for right now, it's laying low and in the cast iron Dutch pot, so Dutch oven. So it'll be fine for a while. I had to do PT before my surgeries too, says Emily. It's horrible. It's just, it's like, I bet you that if I put it on my private insurance and didn't bother with L&I, which was a work injury, I bet you that they would have taken me a little bit more seriously and would have just, sent me off for surgery 2 months ago. But because it's L&I, it's like they don't want to do surgery. They're hoping for a miracle. There's no more coffee. Then make some more coffee, or are you out of coffee beans? Are you out of coffee beans? Do I need to DoorDash you some coffee? See, it's 5:43, 6:43, 7:43. I don't know what coffee place is open 24 hours in your area. But I do have your address, and we could probably look and see what we can send you. Oh God, 3 days before your birthday? That sucks. See, I would have said, wait until after my birthday. Wait until the day after. Because when I had brain surgery, I said, you know what? No, we're not doing brain surgery the day before Halloween. That's my favorite holiday of the year. How about if we do it on the 1st of November so that I can at least enjoy Halloween? And so that's how I ended up having surgery on November 1st and not October 30th. I don't like associating unpleasant things with something that's always been, memorable and fun. And, I don't like to associate those because then it becomes an anniversary. And instead of being a holiday of fun, it's an anniversary of unpleasantness. I don't hear the phone ring. What? I don't think we have a Dutch Brothers around here. Let's take a look at our chimney here. Yeah, we got quite a lot quite a lot of gray in there. Let's take a look. Pokey, pokey, poke. That is a big chunk. Yeah, I think we should be all right to dump it. There's one piece that's just kind of, yeah, I don't think so. It's lackadaisical. Okay, so where did my little thingy go? It is under my cast iron. Okay. Here. There, like so. Line that up, shove that down in there, like so. Pick this up with the left hand, not the right hand. Drop it right there. There we go. All right. Alrighty. So, anyway. Hey, Timmy. Hang on a second. Stare at this beautiful cornbread for a little bit. Patty, pat, pat, pat. Alrighty, all right. Well, Seattle may be home to Starbucks, but not for much longer because the Seattle mayor has decided to tax millionaires. And so everybody's looking to do a mass exodus out of Seattle. And that means that Starbucks is working toward moving their headquarters to Tennessee. So with that being said, Seattle or Starbucks will no longer be our problem. But I've never been all that happy with Starbucks. Their coffee actually sucks, in my opinion. I would rather support the little independent coffee stands. I don't know what it is about Starbucks, but their coffee beans always taste burnt to me, and I always end up with like stomach cramps. So we're just waiting on our cornbread, and we should be good to go. Let our chili rest, and then pop it back on there after the cornbread's done. Yeah, a lot of Starbucks around here have closed down. In Seattle, especially. I guess I think the flagship store is still there, but you know, if Starbucks moves their headquarters and gets rid of their headquarters in Seattle, that's an awful lot of empty building space. It's bad enough that, you know, some of the areas in Seattle or some of the, like the Columbia Center or Columbia Tower. Now that I've said that about the stomach thing, it seems like there's a Starbucks on every frickin' corner. We've got 2 Starbucks in Bonnie Lake, not including the one in Fred Meyer and the one in Safeway. So there's actually 4 in Bonnie Lake, just off of Highway 410. It's 4. 2 in 2 different grocery stores that are actually, you know, next door to one another, and then two actual shops. Yeah, it does taste like somebody ran water through charcoal. And I always end up with the most horrible heartburn. Like acid reflux kind of heartburn. Like where it feels like you're about ready to spit up stomach acid out your nose. So 27 people in chat, and we got 49 likes so far. 49. That's pretty damn good, you ask me. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see here. And member for 2 months is Butler Family Farm, Simply Jan Homestead also, and Simon Yes I Can Barbecue, and Belt Loop 29. Members for 2 months. That's fantastic. Thank you for your support. Pro tip for the coffee drinkers from living in Guatemala and Panama: add a very small pinch of pink Himalayan salt to your coffee. It reduces the acidity and makes it smooth. You know, that's great advice. I'm going to have to try that. I've got some Himalayan salt, except for it's very large chunks of Himalayan salt. Which I don't understand is, why do they put an expiration date on packages of Himalayan salt? Hello, blonde traveling gypsy. Welcome. You're fine. We're just waiting on cornbread. That's what's in the spit right now. That's what we're all staring at. You guys can watch paint dry. And then when the cornbread is done, I'm going to put it up on that little rack. You see that little rack that's there? That little rack is a little warming rack where you can keep things warm while you're barbecuing. There's a nice, that's got a pretty good sized grill or grate on it, and the grate is actually pretty stout. I think I could probably put that 12-quart pot full of food onto that grill, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want it to warp, because that's how you snap the grate. But the grate's actually pretty sturdy. For $100, that's I can't scoff at this. I'm sure that Prime Day, since it's Prime Day, I bet you it's probably even cheaper. Been waiting to use this thing for like 3 weeks. It's been sitting on my porch for a week, and then Timmy put it together, and it's been sitting out here for another week. So I've had it for a couple weeks now. The bag literally says the salt spent 50,000 years underground before reaching your shelf, expires in 90 days. I know, right, Tiger? I just don't understand. I'm so confused about that. Hey, Greg. Yeah, even Greg's laughing at that. That's some funny ass stuff right there, if you ask me. Yeah, my other tablet is I've got like 2 Lenovo's. This one, the one that I've got out here with me right now, is the M10. I've got an M11, but I also have an iPad. I also have the Kindle Pro or Kindle Fire Max, but you can't watch YouTube on it. There's no YouTube app for it. You can't. I don't even think you can even watch it through a browser, which I think is stupid. But I can watch Amazon Prime movies on it all day. I don't like it when my hardware is crippled like that. I'll never buy another Kindle again. Well, my M11 I got on a corporate discount. So I got it for like $149, which was actually a pretty good deal. Came with a stylus and everything. The Lenovo that I've got the one that I'm on right now that's out here on the tablet stand is an M10, which is an older model, but it works just fine. It's just that sometimes it acts up, and sometimes when I'm doing lives, the battery runs dead real fast, so I could easily just go and grab the other tablet and put that on, and next thing I know it's like, I can get back to reading. It's just the 10 is the 11's a newer model from the 10. It's a tablet. Salt makes beer better too. Yes. I'm not much of a beer drinker though. All right, let's go take a gander at our cornbread. Oh yeah, it's starting to dry up a little bit. Maybe if I rotate it. Seems like I got a hot spot somewhere. It smells like cornbread. It smells like cornbread cooked outdoors. All right, let's see how it's. All right, let's just rotate that. Rotate it around. It's still kind of wet on this side, but right here, that's nice and firm. We're just going to give it another few more minutes. Okay. Wow, it's really cooled off quite a bit. All right, so we can go back to this camera, I guess. This is going to be another 5 minutes or so. Did that camera move? No. Oh, I see what happened. We went on to the other one. Time to pop the top. It really has cooled off quite a bit. That cornbread smells so good though. Oh my gosh. Just love cornbread. You know what's also fun is, you want to talk about cooking salmon outdoors, pest hunter. If you have the opportunity to do so, you might have to go to an Asian market, but if you get yourself some banana leaves, you can take your salmon and season it up however way you want, wrap it in banana leaves, and just pitch it right onto the open flame, right into the coals. Just let it do its thing. It'll be nice and happy and toasty and everything else, and you get a nice really good even cook. It's a gentle cook, but it doesn't char it, and it keeps the moisture in. God, what is up with these ants? Yeah, banana leaves work well too. Or not just banana. What am I saying? Okay, so banana leaves, but also the Hawaiian tea leaves also work. But banana leaves are great for cooking gently, because it doesn't really take all that long to cook salmon on an open flame. But you gotta really finesse it, or else it dries out, and then it's just, at that point you can mix it with some panko breadcrumbs and some mayonnaise and seasonings and just, turn it into a salmon patty, salmon burger. Yes, Filipinos are known to eat with their hands because it's more efficient. Um, and also another thing, and that's how it is in just about every place in Asia, except for Japan. Finesse it means you gotta be gentle with it. You gotta just keep an eye on it. You gotta, ease it into a cook, because if it's screaming hot, um, it's still gonna be raw in the middle, and burnt on the outside. So, indirect heat is always best, but you know, if you do indirect heat where you line up your coals, and then just set the banana leaf wrapped salmon in the middle and have the coals going around it, it's going to provide you a much more consistent cook. Hey, Jody, we're outside and I'm miserable. It's hot out here, but I'm miserable with you guys, so it's not so miserable. But I'm just waiting for the moment when a bird flies overhead and and you know gets me with bird poop. Just waiting for that. I'm gonna be mad because I just washed my hair. I heard about something where they just throw all the food on the table and people grab food off the table. Uh, yeah, if they have a table. I know that, in some areas of the Philippines, it's like, that's not always the case. It's a bamboo mat on the ground, and all the food is just laid out, you know, on the bamboo mat, and everybody just goes along and sits on the mat and, grabs whatever, and it's very family style rustic eating, I guess. But they don't. It's not normal to use forks and spoons. It's just not something that's done there. They, what they do is they'll grab a wad of rice in their hand and they'll go and pick up, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they'll eat off of that with their hands. I couldn't get used to it. It just felt so wrong for me, because I don't know, maybe because OCD, don't like touching things. That's why I wear gloves a lot. I don't like touching food much. It hasn't been in your realm. Um, it can be in your realm. It definitely can be. All you have to do is just I think we're burning. I think we're burning. Let's take a gander at it. I love these gloves that Devil Dog gave me. Still a little on the wet side. Let me poke it with a spoon here. See where we're at. Still a little wet on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to just cover it, but we're going to leave a little steam vent open on one side, just so water doesn't collect and dribble back into the cornbread. All right, back over here. Yeah, I'm loving those gloves. So Devil Dog is still here. Thank you for the gloves. I think you gave me those for Christmas. Yeah, camp food is always so good. Barbecue salmon cubes on salad is the girls' #1 go-to meal. Salmon is so good. You know, as long as it's, you know, a quality salmon and it's, you know, fresh, it can be really good. But, you know, if it's been sitting in the case and starts to feel a little or smell a little fishy, you know, maybe it's time to put it, you know, to just not go that route. Pick another fish. So what you're looking for is if it's still got its head on, if the eyes still look clear and they're not sunken in, it's a good quality fish. You want to look for clear eyes, and the vitreous fluid in the eye is not, you know, broken down, and you can actually see where the eye is starting to crinkle or crumple a little bit and kind of sink in. If you press down on the fish and the flesh springs back up quickly, it's still a good fish. But if it leaves a fingerprint in there, it feels tacky to the touch, or slimy, or has the smell of the sea, then, you know, that's not so good. Pick something else like halibut or something. Fresh caught salmon is fantastic. Yes, this year we should have salmon spawning in the creek behind me. There's a creek back there, and it comes down and wraps around and then goes down that direction. And every 2 years we have salmon that die in the corner of the property, and in the middle of the night you can hear them just splashing around because there's not enough water for them to move up, so they're getting pretty damn good and battered up badly, right? And they end up dying on the property until the rain comes. When the rain comes in the middle of September, when we start getting our heavy rains, then all those carcasses wash downstream. We end up with bears in the yard. Not out of the ordinary to have bears and raptor birds that want to go in and snag whatever it is that they can off the banks, because sometimes they end up getting thrown up onto the shore where they're, you know, thrashing around in the water so much, and they end up dying on the rocks down there. Oh God, this breeze feels so good. Yeah, but the thing is I don't have a lid for that cast iron skillet. All we have is aluminum foil. I don't like putting coals on the aluminum foil, but it's starting to smell like it's pretty well done. So we're actually gonna pull it. I'm gonna go get the honey, because we do want to put some honey on this. I'm sure Jerry and Susan will be happy to see that I'm actually using it, because this is a special occasion this time around. So I'm just coming over here to get the honey. Can I have the honey? Pass me the honey, honey. Hi, girls. Grass, yes. What are you shaking your head at me for? Oh, it's crystallized. That's okay. Well, if all's failed, I'll just stick the handle of the spoon in there and stir it. It crystallized a little bit, so we're gonna have to fight with it. Just a touch. Okay, let's put that right there. See if we can actually get some out. Oh, okay. So if all's fails, just get that, pop it out. This is Jerry Butler honey from Butler Family Farm. It's still good. Once when it gets introduced to heat, honey will be like, oh, we're going to start to relax, and that's okay. So now we're just going to go and Give it a swipey swipe. There we go. And see, it's pulled away from the edges of the pan, so we are done there. So let's just let that honey get nice and happy with everything else. I'm gonna pick this up, and I think this rack should be able to hold it. This is my smaller cast iron. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna pick up the Dutch oven, put it back on the heat, just like so. Take a look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You see what I'm seeing? Is that beautiful or what? If that's not beautiful to you, I don't know what is. Give it a stirry stir. Oh my God, my hands are sticky. I don't know if I can do this. There we go. Check that out, people. There we have it. The bay leaves are in there. This has been sitting and resting for a bit. We're just gonna let it come back up to temp just a smidge, okay? Just a smidgy smidge. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh. I used it. It crystallized a little bit, but that's okay. Because once when heat is applied, it'll warm up. Yeah. So yeah, BFF honey, just like that. Yeah, he'll eat this. It's not overly spicy. I didn't go too overboard. Because you can always control the amount of spice. Because you can always add, you can't subtract unless you add more. So. Oh. This beef is so tender. And with that cornbread, it's gonna be just so good. Yum. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I'm gonna sit here and watch it for a little bit. I kind of like that kettle hook thing. I can just hang my spurtle right there. Oh, you're so welcome, Todd. So Todd, the question is, will you be making this? I know that not everybody has the ability to cook outdoors. So it's encouraged that you cook it outdoors. But if you can't, it's okay. Maybe you can cook it indoors. So the next one that we're gonna do is the chili verde, and it's gonna be pork. 'Cause I like pork chili verde, and then we're also gonna do an Asian dish. We're gonna bring the wok out, and we're gonna wok the spit out, and do a shrimp dish. But I'm gonna show you how to cook rice on coals. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I wonder if I made this darn good chili without meat, if it would be good. There's other things that if you're a vegetarian, you can definitely make it as a vegetarian dish, and you could do lentils and beans, unless you're one of those that can't have those for whatever reason. But jackfruit is a good one. You can use jackfruit, and what you do is you just roast it. Sent you a picture on your phone. All right, let me go take a look. Oh, I gotta stir this. I gotta give this a stirry stir real quick. It's starting to bubble. But we didn't have to use the masa to thicken it. Now, if you accidentally over liquefy your chili, you can either reduce it by cooking it longer, or you can add masa, and you just put a couple tablespoon, or a tablespoon. Start with a tablespoon, and you mix it, and just let it go for a little bit, and it will thicken. But if you don't want to do masa, you can do other things. So let me take a look here. See what. Oh wow! I like that. That's cool. Very nice, Jerry. I like the gold embellishments. It really makes it pop. So Gary has to switch to his phone, because if he doesn't eat now, he's not going to be able to eat. Oh, you'd be cooking in the truck going down the road. Well, if you are doing that, if you've got a crock pot that you can use in your car, you can definitely crock pot some jackfruit with all the seasonings. And if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, instead of doing the beef broth, just use vegetable stock. You could also add mushrooms to it. That's a good meat substitute. There's also a meat substitute that I actually like, and I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan, but I do sometimes like to play with plant-based things, just to see what they taste like, and how to make them taste good. And the product is under the Quorn label, Quorn, and it's a mushroom mycoprotein, mushroom-based mycoprotein, and it's packed full of protein, but their mince very much resembles ground beef texture, which you could use that. Not all that impressed with Impossible. So when it comes to in the bulk, I would prefer to do the Quorn. Beyond actually does fairly well, but if you overcook it, it tends to break down quite a lot. You just don't have any ground beef. you have ground turkey or ground chicken? Or mine was ground pork, which was just a container or a log of Jimmy Dean original, and just a beef chuck roast that I diced up in this very small cubes, like very small, like as in about, if you were to take a pencil eraser out of a brand new pencil, pull the whole thing out, that's about the size that you want your meat. Because when you're doing chili or what's known as chili grind, it's a much more coarse grind for ground beef than the typical ground beef that you get at the grocery store. So if you have your own meat grinder, you would use the coarse grind plate for your meat grinder. Or if you ask your butcher, your local butcher, to grind you what's known as chili grind or coarse grind, they can grind it for you so that you have the right texture. But if you don't have those ingredients, but you have other things in your pantry, you can definitely give it a whirl, see what happens. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? You're going to end up either using it for bait, or you're going to end up, throwing it out. But when it comes to doing chilies, just about any of the proteins or plant-based protein alternatives work very well. And then the spices, when you go to buy your spices, go to the Mexican grocery stores instead of going to the traditional grocery stores that have like a small Hispanic section or just a regular spice aisle, because I can guarantee you that your spices are going to be so much more expensive in the little jars than if you got them in those little packets, just like what I have. Because especially if you go to a Mexican market, it's going to be so much cheaper, like $1 cheaper, almost straight across the board. I think the one that's going to be the most expensive out of all of them, I think, would be the cumin and coriander. But pick out all your dry spices, your dry peppers, and chili flakes if you want, that sort of thing. Because in competition chili, it's known as a dump, and that's usually what's used, and not any of the fresh stuff. But there's no reason why you can't throw in fresh onion and fresh peppers, but you want to supplement it with the dry spices, and of course a little bit of stock to help it along. The other aisle for things like that. Welcome back, Jason. We're just letting it have its little party. Give it a little bit more. One last hurrah on the heat. Hey Timmy, can we switch cameras and take a look at our pot so I don't have to get up out of this chair? I think he fell asleep. Thank you. Yeah, see, we got a little bit of bubbles happening there. Had to take out the trash cans. Yeah, nice way to check in on. Switch cameras, Timmy. Yeah. Well, guys, we've been at this for 2.5 hours. I'm sure that Timmy's probably starving to death. I'm all skin and bones, feed me. No, he's not going to stir, because he's keeping the dogs quiet, or at least semi-quiet. Because I bet you that if he comes walking around the corner over here, the girls are going to be like, "No, Daddy, don't leave us. Come back, Daddy. You're abandoning us. This is how we end up having behavioral problems like pooping on your pillow at 3 o'clock in the morning, and whatever dogs do to, exact revenge. No, I'm not doing the chili verde tonight. There's no way that I could survive doing 2 chilies. That's set for, I don't know, what day is that set for? I just sent out all the thumbnails to Tiger. I just scroll back up and try to find all the July thumbnails. Let's see here. Let's see here. That's the wrong one. Let's see here. Carnita, Sonia. I think that's okay. Art of the Cookout accessories is July 1st. 4th of July, we're going to be eating such accessories with whatever it is that we're going to be grilling. Or we could change the July 1st to fruit nachos and move the accessories to the 4th of July. But then again, now we're going to just stick with where it is. Let's see here. Chili Verde is going to be the 15th of July. Yeah. And then the next outdoor cook will be the 29th of July, and that's pineapple fried rice. And my pineapple fried rice has Chinese barbecue pork and shrimp in it. But one of the other things that I'm going to be doing this, or starting a project this week, possibly, is I'm going to cure and smoke a watermelon. If you guys think that sounds interesting, type a 1 in the chat. If I don't get enough interest, then I won't do it. And the texture of cured watermelon that is then later smoked. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Thank you for sharing, Tiger. That's beautiful. The crust on the bottom of his focaccia. I'm so proud of him. That's so awesome. Simon says 0. Jody says 1. Devil Dog says 1. 1 in the chat, and I'll cure and smoke a watermelon. We'll just wait for a few moments and see how it goes. And what's really interesting is when you do that, it kind of vaguely resembles in texture and taste that of a smoked pit ham. But I'm not going to waste my time if not a lot of people are interested in it. Those poor watermelons. Well, what about those poor bananas? Bananas need love too, What did they do to me? I don't know. I'll have to think on that one. I'm sure they did something to me. Probably traumatized me when I was a child, because back then, don't swallow the seeds to the watermelons or you're going to have watermelons crawling out your ass. That's what it is. It's the trauma, the childhood trauma. Everybody had a family member that said that. You're going to wake up with a watermelon growing out your nose, or out your ass, or out your ear. It's usually your ear. Poor Buttnut didn't get invited to the field trip. Yeah, I know, right? Type a 2 in the chat if I should bring Buttnut out next time. Tiger's like, no, only if you're going to throw him in a flame. Use him as a fire starter. Tiger 0000000. That's so funny. Up to me. I think that would be funny though. I think we're gonna give this a stirry stir and probably call it good. Oh yeah, it's really starting to bubble. There we go. Look at that. All right, Munchie Mafia. So we normally don't run show up for shout outs on the days of the cook along, but because it was Eddie's win for the shout out, we decided that we were gonna run his outro for shout out. So we're running his shout out again tonight. So we're actually, hello Drunken Chef, we're cooking outside in my driveway. As you can see, I've got a Texas red chili and some cornbread sitting there. Your neighbor would feel good. It would confirm his suspicion that you're crazy as F. Yes, I know, right? And I'm okay with that. I fully embrace my lunacy. And it's okay. What was the 2 for? I missed it. The 2 was for if Buttnut should come out for the next field trip. Or should we just leave him in the house? If you like to see Buttnut out here in the wild, type a 2. If not, then we won't bring him out. But let's check in with Timmy. Timmy, do you have he's working on it, so I guess we gotta. Do I want to read the list? Yes, I would like to read the list, but I can't read the list from here. Huh? Remember to turn the audio off because I don't want to get another copyright strike. I know, yeah, right. It smells good. It really does smell good. It tastes good, and I can't wait. You know, the only thing that I'm missing is maybe a big, fat, smoked baked potato. Okay, so let's read off the list. If you do not hear your name called out, please speak up so that we can add you. And this is for the next show up shout out. For those that don't know what show up shout out is, it's the end song to all of our live streams, and they run. We usually run from Sunday to Saturday. So this is kind of goofy in that we kind of got off track a little bit. So to make it fair for everybody, we are going to be doing a brand new show up shout out for Sundays because tonight is Devil Dogs again, so his song will be playing. So that's how that works. And content creators that do come in to hang out and socialize and whatnot, they get added to this, and that's how you enter. If you come in, you just automatically get entered on here. So I'm going to go down the list. Now, sometimes we do miss names, so we need for you to, speak up if you don't hear your name. So let's start at the top. We got Beverly Moffett, YouTube Police 29, Demoose Barbecue, Belt Loop 29, Double Dogs Keeper, Shade Tree Cook, and Field Layout in the Loft. I didn't see Lee. God dang it. I'm so sorry. Hi Lee. I don't know if you're still around, but I'm sorry I missed you. We got Tuber Chat and Greg Johnson, Foraging and Urban Farming, Lucy Warren's World, Miss Tarot D, Karen Gaudiosi, M. Buglet, The Confident Quilter, Gladys Paul, Webb's Web, and High Plains Camper, Todd Saw, Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline, Devil Dog's Girl Child. Oh, I didn't see her in here. I'm sorry. Oh, Sunday night. Okay. Yes, I can. Barbecue, Taco and Bell and Phil Beck, Simply Jan Homestead, Whistle Stop Homestead, The Motorcycle Newbie. And you just scroll. Scrolly scroll. Have Fun in Nature, Peaceful Des, Sailing Cook George, Pest Hunters Outdoors, Simple Happy Life Ace, Howdy, The Stock Explorer, P Digits, Chillin' with David, David Bennett, Trolling Eddie since I can't remember what year it was, Junior. Anyway, and we got Gladys Paul on here twice. We got Shade Tree Cook, Canadian Family Life, Mama Olfia, Miss D's Nuts, Jody Genealogy, Blonde Traveling Gypsy, and Drunken Chef. Do we not have Simon on there? Yeah, Trolling Eddie since. And then Taco and Bell and what? And Yes, I Can Barbecue's on there. Okay. But Gladys Paul's on there twice. Okay. I can't hear a word he's saying. Emily, Simon's on there like 3 times. And I could have sworn that Yes, I Can Barbecue was at the top of the list, right? Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Em. We got it. I don't know. I don't recall saying Butler Family Farm, but you better put Butler Family Farm on there. It's not rigged for Simon. Simon's on there 3 times. For crying out loud. And Gary's on there twice. Are we good now? Are we good now? Simon still says, they're still saying that Simon's not on there. Dear God. Alrighty, Roo. So, just give it another moment. Everybody hear their name. I took a picture so I could sub to anyone I wasn't sub to. Thank you for supporting our wonderful community of people. And please, if you'd like to see some really cool stuff, go check out Blonde Traveling Gypsy. Stephanie's got some cool stuff going on her channel. I'm bringing all 13 of my accounts on Sunday. Of course you are, Tiger. Alrighty, let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. Huh? 1 minute is set and go. Oh, shuffle. We're shuffling. All right. So he's all the way on the porch and I'm all the way over here and I'm too lazy to get my fluffy token. Oh, penguins. We're racing penguins. Okay, so. Yay. Oh, I did not see Judy Mae Collins on the list. Judy Mae was in earlier. Huh? No. Yeah, let's just let it go. And so I'm too lazy to get up from this chair. It's too hot and we got 38 seconds according to my clock here. But I know there's a 10-second delay. All right. False start, he says. Tiger. They're sure slow. Let's see here. Who's coming up? Who's coming up? I see somebody coming up. Yeah, and does that say Sophie? Sophie won it again. All right, so we're going to be running Sophie again. Woohoo! Sophie, congratulations. Devil Dog wasn't on the board? Dude, you're killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Absolutely killing me. All right, so anyway, Munchie Mafia. It is that time, and I really hate to say goodbye, so I guess we're just going to have to say a fun goodnight, maybe even a sad little toodaloo. So don't forget, y'all. We're back on Sunday, 6 p.m. for pasties, and that one is dedicated to Tiger. And then Monday is cheese bread, super secret family recipe. And don't forget, cook with love and eat with passion. Thank you all for coming. Y'all have a wonderful night. Ta-ta.
Well, Munchie Mafia, it is that time. We really hate saying goodbye. So let's just say a fun good night or a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even that till next time. Or how about a tap-tap for now? We will be here or on Devil Dog. Because Eddie Ho needs love too. This has been really fun with all our friends. No matter if you are old or new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly, and then go over to Devil Dog to see his boot. Loving and feedback, fetish, love and bestie, affectionately known as Thanksgiving. Oh, says the Devil Dog. Tonight we shout out to Devil Dog. Give a salute to the fierce Marine. He is mo 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 run. Oh, says the Devil Dog. Thank you, Eddie, for being here and for all that you do for everyone. The true embodiment, always faithful. Simplify, Eddie. You do this country proud, but for the love of all things sugar free. Can you please learn how to crack an egg? Says the Devil Dog. Adapt and overcome, mighty soldier. Those chickens are relying on you. Says the Devil Dog. Do you really need all those balls I see? Another crop dusting in your future, bro. Says the Devil Dog. Thanks for coming. And please remember to cook with love and eat with passion. Mo, mo, mo. Mo, 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 mo. That Call of Duty ain't playing itself. Eddie, get to it. Now please remember to cook with love and eat with passion. Mo, 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 mo. That Call of Duty ain't playing itself. Eddie, get to it. Oh.
Pennywise crystal methany.
So, in other words, her future offspring is going to be coming with a disclaimer.
Yeah, no refunds.